Mortimer, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these really cool, awesome Doctor Who coasters, and it costs only 16 cents for the coaster, and all of the other materials come under $10 to make, so this is really fun, really easy, anybody can do this, and it'd be perfect for anybody who's into Doctor Who, especially with the new anniversary that just happened, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you need to make them. Alright, so to get started, you're going to need several items from your local craft store. First, you're going to need an acrylic sealer, which you can get for about $1 to $3 depending on what brand you get. You're going to need some Mod Podge, and this bottle I have is $10 worth, but you definitely don't need this much. They sell much smaller bottles between $4 and $5. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an X-Acto knife, a pair of scissors, and these are really cool. These are actually just ceramic bathroom tiles from Home Depot, and they're 16 cents each. So it's super inexpensive to make these. 16 cents each, you can buy as many as you want. Then you're going to need a picture of whatever icon you're going to be putting onto the coasters. I'm going to explain that in just a minute, but for my first one, I'm going to be doing the Dalek from Doctor Who. Next, you're going to need some tracing paper. You can get this at your local dollar store or craft store between like $1 and $3. And this is just paper that we use to trace. I'm going to show you guys how to use that in just a minute. And the last item you're going to need is some paper for the coasters. Now this is optional. You can just print out pictures from the internet and cut those out and Mod Podge those onto the coasters. But if you want to be a little bit more crafty, you can buy this paper. And I found this one at Joanns, and it was on sale, and it's all like space themed. And it's got all kinds of cool galaxy backgrounds and things like that. But feel free to use whatever you want. You can buy individual sheets for 59 cents each, or you can buy the book. This book was on sale for $9.99. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first step is you're going to take a piece of tracing paper, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to trace the printout picture that you have, and my printout is of the Dalek. So I'm going to go ahead and trace it lightly around the edges. And just like that, you have the traced drawing of the coaster. Now obviously mine isn't too perfect, but don't worry, nobody's perfect. It's not going to be exact, especially if you're going to be doing it this way where you're cutting it out of paper. It's going to be kind of difficult. So the next step is you're going to pick out what kind of paper you want to use for the coaster. And there's so many different types in this one. I think I'm going to use this one. Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and measure out a piece for the top of my tile. So the way you do that is you just lay it upside down, put your tile on top of it, kind of eyeball it, and then you just draw lines, and then you cut it out. So now you're going to put it on top and make sure it fits, and it fits perfectly right in the center. So next you have to decide where you want the Dalek to go in it. Do you want it to go in the middle? Do you want it to go off center? Wherever you want, we're going to go ahead and put that on. Now I'm going to put mine kind of like he's marching in, like right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your tracing paper upside down, and you're going to draw right over that first line you did initially, and that's going to transfer it onto the back of our paper. Now don't worry about it being reversed, because once you cut it out, it's going to be flipped the right way again. So no worries about it showing up backwards in the mirror. Right, and then there's our Dalek. Now we're going to cut it out with our X-Acto knife, so make sure you put it onto a surface that you don't mind getting cut up, because this is going to cut through the paper and whatever you have it on top of. Make sure to always cut away from yourself so that you don't ever accidentally slip and cut yourself, because that's the worst. Alright, so now the moment of truth, we're going to try and pop it out. Alright, and this is what our Dalek looks like when he's all cut out. Now the next step is just, of course, to make sure you like how it looks on the actual coaster tile, and now we're going to go ahead and paint it with some Mod Podge. Alright, so make sure you lay down some newsprint or whatever you have lying around, because this can get messy, and if it gets on any fabric, it's kind of ruined. So you're going to go ahead and shake up your Mod Podge, and you're going to apply that directly to the tile and the picture. But I like to get started on the tile first. And now you're going to paint on top of that with more Mod Podge. And don't worry, because it looks really white when you paint it on, but it dries completely clear. Alright, now all I have to do is let it sit aside and dry for just a couple minutes. So once your tile is dried and the Mod Podge is completely clear, you're going to go ahead and hit it with one coat of the acrylic spray sealer, and then it'll be completely waterproof and ready to be used as a coaster. Alright, and this is what it looks like when it's all dry. It's really cool and super easy to make and obviously perfect for a Doctor Who fan. And here are some other ones I made. I have a bow tie, I have a fez, and of course I have the TARDIS. Now you can use just regular printed out pictures and do them just like I did with the Mod Podge. You can use pictures of you and your family and friends. You can cut out more intricate designs, or you can just cut out hearts and stars, whatever you feel comfortable with. I think this is really fun, really easy, and it's super cheap. At 16 cents a tile, you really can't go wrong. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and please don't forget to subscribe. I have so many other DIY tutorials coming up you guys just can't miss. You're gonna die if you miss them. Seriously, I mean that. You will fall over dead. So I'll see you guys all again real soon. Bye everybody!